for none. Remember we was sliding in that four-door Audi. When it's smoke, they get the hot and make them scary boys run. Remember when I ain't have it, if I want it, I can buy it. I ain't bragging, I can go and blow it back just for fun. If we gon' keep it real, I took a lot of L's. I know pain, I went through hell, but I still get my number one.
The NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. Come on, fellas. On first down, it's Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Brings up second and 11 at the 21-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. B.J. Hill. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Spinning away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Jets' 36-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 36 yards. And the Bengals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Jets, nothing.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
24 is the mic. Bravo! You remember me? Let's go, baby. 24 is the mic. It's our time. It's our time. 24 is the mic. I smell fear in that offense.
From the 24, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hall, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bengals' 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Ready?
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Here we go. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Ready? Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 11 MT. 11 MT. 56 is the mark. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
24 is the mark. Come on.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 54 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Joseph Osai. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
He definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A good pickup, but it will come under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out right at the 35. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
49 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Complete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
But this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 for the Bengals TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Flush to his right. He's going to look deep for more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
by the
time we have to leave the booth.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Avoids the target, and he has it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mixon again, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Don't get nervous. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Bang, bang. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check safety.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
56.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
McPherson's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kene Nwangu. 27 yards. And the Jets are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Wilson going to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Joe Reed returning. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. It's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That's caught, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown, and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Mixon with a first down carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Burrow looking to pass.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they are going to get this one back, it looks like. So nearly like-for-like fumbles, but they hang on to this thing and keep it a